jump right in here. Start with Ethereum. We got the whole stock market sort of pulling back today. It seems like inflation numbers weren't good, and now more rate hikes are sort of being priced in. Just to give you a little background on what's going on here. But markets opened green today and have been sort of chopping down since. We don't look terrible. We got a little bit of upward momentum here on low time frames, so possible we keep going. We did fail to sort of break above this area here though, so I definitely want to see this reclaimed in order to sort of really reverse the trend here. Otherwise I think we're probably just going to keep going down, come back down to like 39.20 where we've been before. But yeah, I'm hopeful that we can break this throughout the week and sort of continue the rally in crypto. So yeah, over to crypto. Bitcoin, similar to the stock market, with the sort of up-down move today. Not looking particularly strong, but not awful either. We've set this low. We've come up, set a high. Now we want to see, a higher low form, and then push above to make a higher high. That is the bull case. That's my ideal scenario. But we need this to sort of find a bottom and push up in order for that to happen. I think it's a little bit cleaner on ETH just because I've been looking at it more. Okay, so we're dumping now. I was actually looking for this to happen. I think somewhere in this 1605 area, as low as 16, even a couple dollars less. I'd like to see us move into here. You've got this, granted it's low time frame, but pretty solid support level in here. So I would like to see something like that. If that does happen, then the question is, do we stop here or do we continue the bullish market structure, get the low, and then eventually break this? This is sort of a deviation. I'm mostly looking for it to break 1643. I think that would be a good sign of strength. Obviously, ultimately, we do need to break 1660 and keep going up from there. But I think getting above 1643 could be a good early indicator that this has legs and can continue. ETH BTC. All right, we've had a bit of a rally lately. Structure looks good. We're above, this sort of consolidation. So good chance that when the market does turn back to, bullish, and again, I'm looking at low time frames here, so don't take this as like macro analysis, but when we pivot, if we do, and we keep going up, I think ETH will lead, just based on this structure here. So, ideally that happens, and then alts are in play. Yeah, and that seems to be what we've, this chart translates. You can see it if you're paying attention to the market. Bitcoin rallied for a little bit, and then ETH took over and kind of was in charge and outperforming, along with some altcoins outperforming. So there's definitely some money. There's an appetite for this. It's just whether or not we're able to get some stability in the stock market, get some stability from Bitcoin, ETH, and if we do, then I think we're going to have another leg on the altcoin rally. Let's. All right, so this is coming close already. It's starting to get bought up. This has sort of been the theme of the day, though. We're getting these dumps. They seem to get bought up, and then we dump further. So really want to see structural confluence here before assuming a bottom's in. You know, one candle's nice, but you know, we really want to see a bounce, a higher low, and then clear some of this previous chop. So that's what I'm looking at there. It is a nice candle. It is starting to look decent. So let's see if we can hold that as a low. For cleanliness, I would like it to keep going lower and just sort of fill in this area. I think that would be a clean spot to either long or get some spot Ethereum exposure. You know, pretty clean validation. If this level doesn't hold, you know, you can sort of cut and wait and see what happens next if it goes for range lows or not. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. Not much else to look at. GMX. We just started buying back into this. Yeah, I had on another chart. Basically, was looking at this diagonal here. It's not perfect, but if you can sort of get the idea. Diagonal's resistance. We're trying to break that structure now. Maybe this is a throwback. Again, it's going to depend on what ETH does. But I would like to see this continue its structure, right? Put in the low here, push up, and you can have a serious breakout. But I would say a strong chance it gets to 84 sort of local highs if it's able to break out of here. So that is a trade that I am working on myself. Otherwise, if it can't, I'm happy to buy lower. This is sort of the area where I originally wanted to buy before we got this kind of breakout, so I'm happy to buy in there too. In which case, my returns are better. 25% down there. Yeah, MC's been strong lately as well. In a sense that it's been outperforming ETH on a handful of days lately, which is uncommon. So that's good to see. I know I said MC was a buy somewhere around 30 cents. Hopefully some people listened. You're up 33% if you did. Anyways, yeah, this sort of chugging along. We got resistance above. I'd like to see that resistance broken. If we can get above sort of 43 cents, then I think it's pretty much air to 60 cents. That's a nice little run if you can get it. Yeah, I mean, if you go below 38 cents, it starts to look pretty weak. It's probably going to go down to 30 again if that happens. So just consider both of those scenarios. All right, yeah, I think that's about enough for me. Jump in the chat. We got a few people in there. Cool. Have a good week.